What's up, everyone? What's up? It's your boy Joaquin Loper again, along with my beautiful wife, Stacy Loper. Hey, man, we are blended and winning.
And so are you.
I'm just happy to see you all tonight. My wife, look, this smile is for a reason. I promise you, it's going to tie into the subject we're speaking about tonight. I don't even want to talk about it no more. Everybody tune in, all right?
Herb. Yo, I don't think we should talk about this. Come on, why not? People might misunderstand what we're trying to say, you know? What's the
Y'all listen now, listen up.
Come on, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things. Talk about things that make me. Let's talk about sex.
Ooh.
Let's talk
We're talking about sex.
S-E-X.
Look here, y'all have no idea how long I've been waiting to talk about this subject. I have been waiting to speak on this subject. Ooh, and we're talking about from a marriage standpoint.
Yes.
Married standpoint.
Yes.
But we want people that with a single nature to peep in from the peripheral to hear some of the points that we're going to make about sex in the married bedroom, what God expects, and how it should be laid down.
You good? You all right?
I'm all right. Look here.
All right.
My wife snuck in on us. I haven't seen her in 3 weeks. Hey, this is the perfect time to talk about this subject. Oh, yes. I can't even be still right now.
Stupid.
Okay. Man, I don't even, what do you want to start with?
So, we were going a totally different direction.
Oh, totally different direction.
And when I snuck in I snuck in Tuesday night at about 10 p.m. And I had this entire elaborate plan that included my husband's boss. So he was in on it and everything. And so my husband was planning to come see me, but I knew that if he came to see me, he would only get an opportunity to see me for a couple of hours. And I was like, no, I need an entire day. I have not had an opportunity to have that physical intimacy with my husband in 3 whole weeks. 3 weeks. I was like, I'm going home. I'm going to see my man because I'm going to get me some. So he didn't know. He didn't know. The kids didn't know. Nobody knew I was coming in. He arrived home at about 1:20 a.m. and saw my truck in the garage.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Left my keys in the switch. Couldn't even get in the house. Left my keys in the switch. But look, all fun and jokes aside, man, we want to talk to the married couples about the intimacy in the bedroom. Intimacy starts way before the bedroom. So if anybody that has that misconception, intimacy is the small things that leads up to the physical act. The picking up the clothes, the pick up the kids for your wife if you have the opportunity to. Doing the small things for her.
Right.
You know, ironing her clothes, picking up her dry cleaner, getting her nails done.
Taking care of the home when, I'm not here or when he's not, there. Making sure home is taken care of, making sure kids are taken care of. You don't have to worry when you're away that, when I get back, am I going to have to do this or do that? Or, am I going to have to reprogram the kids and things of that nature? So the intimacy does start way before you enter into the bedroom or into that physical aspect of the intimacy that you do share.
Yes.
So one of the things that we've learned, and we wanted to talk about this tonight, is that being away from my husband has really, really broadened my mind on a lot of things as far as me as a wife, making sure he's taken care of from a physical standpoint, from an emotional standpoint, and the fact that we miss each other so much that, communicating via FaceTime or Duo can only do so much for us. After a while, after 3 weeks of not touching him, feeling him, kissing him before we leave the house in the morning and things of that nature, man, that gets so old. I'm like, your body starts really going through something. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, dang. I was like, I just couldn't take it anymore. Just couldn't take it anymore. And
Me
so
neither.
we have that relationship to where it's like, look, baby, I know it's been a long time, and I need to get there, and I need to do what I need to do as a wife for my husband.
Mhm.
I need to make sure that he's satisfied in a way that only I can satisfy him.
Exactly.
Only me, because I am his wife. I'm the one that he said I do. I'm the one he has that covenant with. Me, him, and God. So I have to make sure that I am taking care of him. And women, let me tell you something. You have got to take care of your husband. I don't care if you all are mad at each other. You go to bed and like, oh, I ain't giving him none, and that's his punishment. You are planting seeds in your husband that may begin to take root and grow some things that you do not want to enter into your marriage.
Yeah.
Hear me. Hear me. Because intimacy, that physical intimacy is so, so important in the marriage. Because the Bible tells you that the marriage bedroom is
It's
undefiled.
Yeah.
Look it up. It's in the Bible. It is undefiled. I don't care if you got a headache. Your headache ain't got nothing to do with that man penetrating that other part of your body. Woo. And that's just real.
Yeah. And the Bible also says that to withhold sex from your husband or your wife has to be a joint
Agreement. Like when you're fasting
Yes.
or something of that nature, it's okay at that point. But not just because you mad, you want to punish him. Oh, well, you gonna give him what he gave you or da. No. Stop. Take a step back. And like, you know what? This is my husband, and I don't want my husband to get things in his mind. I don't want the enemy to start planting seeds there that take root, and he steps outside of our marriage. Or he acts on the thoughts that he's having because I'm not satisfying him in that manner.
Yes, and those are just little ways that the devil. The door doesn't have to be wide open. It just needs to be a crack.
That's
for the devil to
it.
start sliding in and making things happen. Planting seeds here, planting seeds there, and that's how it begins. So there needs to be over communication when it comes to that aspect, because one thing for my wife being away, it made me think about couples out there that have different schedules. One may work in the morning, one may work in the evening. They're passing each other. The kids take up a lot of their time. They don't have a lot of time for each other. What do you do?
Yeah.
Your wife may travel, your husband may travel. When they come home, it's so much catching up to do. What do you do? How do you space that time out? How do you plan that time out?
How do you find that balance?
Yes.
How do you strategically make sure that, yes, you're taking care of all those other necessities that you have? You're a mom or your dad or and you're making sure none of that other stuff is neglected. I knew that I was going to arrive home between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. I stayed on the phone intentionally with the kids. I was very strategic about how I planned it, simply because I wanted the kids to still be awake when I arrived home so that I could spend a little time with them, because I knew when he got home from work, it was all about us.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that he was going to take off work because me and his boss planned it that way. I planned his off day. I have a tendency of doing it. Planning people off.
Y'all have no idea. I'm telling you. One day y'all gonna find out. Y'all have no idea.
So I knew that he would be also, I knew that he and I would have that time while the kids were at school to be with each other. And then we would have dinner with the kids later on. You have to be strategic. You have to truly think about, how do I make this work?
Yes.
Because sometimes it can be hard and you can feel like you're under so much pressure, but it's something you have to do. Your marriage is a full-time job.
One thing I always tell people when we're speaking to them is, just because you get married doesn't mean you don't stop dating that person. You have to continue to date that person, set things up, understand that you have to keep the intimacy alive. It's both of yours job. If he liked you a certain way, try your best to stay that way, and evolve as time goes on. But try to stay what he considers to be sexy. Ask him.
Right, I was gonna say, explain that too. What you mean, stay that way? Because as we do evolve, as we grow, we grow into that thing that he used to love about me 5 years ago. He loves me for something totally different now, because I've evolved.
Yes.
So when you say that, I want you to truly just tell them what you mean by that.
Well, smelling good, dressing sexy for them at night, Um, letting them know that they still look good. Wear the perfume that he likes, wear the cologne that she likes. We are now one thing I will speak to men on as far as my marriage. My wife's body sort of changed. My body has changed since she met me. However, my wife has had kids, so why would I be selfish to think that she can be back supermodel size or whatever the case may be, or some people that think out there because she's had kids. This woman has almost sacrificed her life for us to give us our kids. So what her body changes a little? Am I loving her for her body? Or what she brings to the table in all the other areas? I love her for her. And that's that. I don't have the six pack like I used to. About 4 now. So, but you know what? She still finds me sexy and she still makes me feel sexy. And that's the whole point about it. Man, your woman and your husband have to make one another feel like you still do it for me. And whenever you start feeling outside of that, tell them. And if she's telling you that, hey, baby, you kind of gained some weight, or you're doing this, you can't take it personal. At the end of the day, we're still physically attracted to someone.
Yeah, that's a part of it. It's that physical attraction. There are so many different ways that someone is attracted to you, whether it's a mental or physical or emotional attachment that they have to you. At some point, you have to say, okay, honey, what do I need to do more? What do I need to do less? Can you help me in this area? You cannot be so prideful to think that you don't have to ask your spouse those type of questions.
Right.
Now there's a way to deliver, honey, I just, I don't like the way that haircut looks on you. Can we try something different? Or I want you to try to grow your beard out or something like that. I mean, you want to try something different because you want that attraction there. Communicate with your spouse because it is so important that they understand what it is that still turns you on. The way they touch you. My husband always asks me, baby, what do you want me to do to you? How do you want me to touch you? Yeah. So, he'll ask me, he'll send me those, those freaky little text messages and, he was like, how you want it? What you got on? Knowing I'm at work, I have on clothes, but, play with it a little bit.
Intimacy.
It's intimacy. Babe, what you got on? Okay.
This is for the married people.
These are for married couples. This is what you do to keep that fire burning in your marriage.
Yes.
Because it's so, so important. Too many marriages struggle and suffer because you all aren't communicating with what your physical needs are.
And it's amazing to me that before we got married or before people get married, they express all of this. They tell each other everything they want in that department. However, when they get married, now people think it's all to be some kind of telepathic. Well, I touched you last night. You should have knew I wanted you.
Telepathic, or they evolving into this, spiritual state, and they think, well, we can't, make love to this type of music anymore. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not sorry.
Yeah. I'm not listening to the Williams Brothers. John P. Key.
Or the Clark sisters.
Yeah.
We're just not doing that when we're in the bedroom. No, we're not. We getting down. Getting down.
But you know what? It has to be something that's not going to take you to another place.
Right. Absolutely.
There are boundaries.
There are boundaries.
We can't be listening to, I can't even name some of the people that we used to listen to.
Or some of the stuff they listen to now.
Yeah.
My goodness.
You still listen to wholesome stuff that's not going to take you to a place of disrespect.
Right.
Disrespectful to your marriage, to God, or your spouse, or yourself. So it needs to just be something clean, but still for you, for your marriage. Right? So, man, we just want to come to you all today, just encourage you all. I've been waiting. Look, we have to do a part 2 of this because we could talk for about 30 minutes on this. A lot of things that I haven't said that I want to say.
Well, damn, shoot. Don't hold back.
No, but just a lot of time.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, now, let me say this. One thing I can say, man, my wife been gone for 3 weeks. It's shown me how to respect my wife more. Not that I did not respect her, but man, I just missed her, the little things that she brings to the house. The way when I walked in the house last night, knowing that she was here, the smile that was on my face, but the peace that I felt in the house, that, necessarily the fullness of peace wasn't there until she came back. The kids' smile was different. Their attitudes were different. I just, sometimes you lose focus of that when you're in the grind. And another thing, we understand this is a season.
Yes.
There are seasons that you're going to go through in a marriage and in life. You can't have what you want all the time.
All the time, right?
Yes, I want my wife every night, and I mean every night. But
yes,
she's away. She's away, and she's working and grinding for the family. There was times I was overseas 6 months, 8 months.
Yeah.
And it was a 3-hour drive. I'm across them waters.
He crossed them seas.
And we had to learn how to appreciate those times, learn ourselves again.
Mm-hmm.
So I've even learned how to see myself in a more mature state. I've learned how to read more books when she's away. I've learned how to, love her in a different way. Speak to her in a different way. Relearn her love language. Learn how to make her smile in a different way that I used to. And so the little things, so when I see her, she has nothing to do but smile at me.
And touch him.
Yeah.
Oh, because I really like to touch him.
I like her to touch me.
I do.
Married people.
Right. I can't keep my hands off of him.
I don't want her to.
No.
But look here. We really want to come to you all. We love being transparent with you all. This is not something we do for fun. This is not something that we do just to come to before you to show our face. I just pray that everything that we talk about every week or every time we get a chance to come on here is blessing your house. It's blessing you as an individual. It's blessing your marriage.
Yes.
And marriage is beautiful.
Yes, it is.
It's beautiful. And you have to die to yourself to make it work. You do. Because when you start thinking about the other person more and vice versa, man, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And physical touch is not going to hold a marriage together.
Right.
It is not. But however, it is a big part of marriage.
It's a big piece of the puzzle, that keeps you, hanging on. And maybe that is that thing that makes you fight that much more is because, oh my God, he just feels so good inside of you. Maybe that's what makes you want to fight for it. Stop. But there also has to be so many other factors that play into that stop.
Yeah.
We got time.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But there are so many things that play a factor in that, but that physical intimacy is one that we all need and we all desire to have from our spouse. And we have to be realistic about that.
Yes.
And it is our desire. And one of the reasons why we do Blended and Winning and we focus on marriages and the family is because our desire is that every couple experiences love the way we experience love.
Yes.
Because oh my gosh, did it take us some pain to get here? It did. There are scars that I think we will wear for the rest of our lives. However, man, we look at those scars and we see the beauty behind them. We see today. We see last night when he came home. We see those opportunities to build something so much greater than what we went through 7-10 years ago.
Yeah.
And so it is our desire that each marriage feels that and that they find that alone worth fighting for.
Yes. And know that your marriage doesn't have to go through a low place to get there.
It doesn't.
Well, that's why it's so important, even before marriage, to keep yourself. Keep yourself. Be a virgin. If you're not a virgin, re-virginize yourself. Ask God for forgiveness. But you have to start somewhere because you can't take those old pains and those old soul ties into a marriage. That's going to cause trouble.
Yes.
It is. And there's no way around it. I love my wife for who she is. And one thing I had to learn early in our marriage, I couldn't expect her to be anybody that I've been with before her.
Yeah.
You hear
That's
me?
good.
I couldn't expect her to be anybody else that I had before her.
That's right. And
so guess what? I had to die to myself.
Right, and I couldn't expect that from him. Yeah.
Subject for another day.
Yeah.
Subject for another day. But we come to you all. We come to you all with open hearts. We come to you all with transparency, and we come to you all with love.
Yes.
Man, sex is a big part of my feelings in this marriage.
You know who we are. Period.
Yes, who we are.
Yes.
You know,
yeah, my husband
I
could.
love my wife.
Yes, and my husband could if he could, or if we could, if I could. Shoot, because I just don't have the strength in me. Shoot. Ooh.
And guess what? If you want high strong people, if you want those high strong people with sex, you have to understand your spouse may not be right where you are. But there's going to come a time in their marriage, she is going to be able to match you. Yes. He is going to be able to match you.
But you have to find that balance in there, you know, with where you are. My husband he could have sex with me 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day. Me, I think I'm good with 3, maybe 4.
You don't feel me sexy? But it's not there.
It's not that.
My thing is, when people work, you have to have balance, even in your own, in yourself. You have to discipline yourself to understand. When you see your wife and she looks tired, why are you gonna bother her? She had a long day. The kids bothering her. You know, she's helping with homework. She's doing this. So you can't expect to sit on the couch as a man after you come home from work. You know,
waiting on her to go take her shower and come sit on your lap.
No, how about you take some of the time off for her? One thing I do for my wife once a month, especially when we're together, once a month, she's getting a hotel by herself. Just to rest. Hey babe, just go rest. You do a lot already. Do we do a lot as men? Yes. We're built different.
Yeah. We're
built different. I don't mind. I work 2 or 3 jobs and I'm gonna still do the same thing for her if she's working 1.
Yep.
What she brings to the table, I can't put a price tag on. I can't put a label on that. Babe, go get you some rest tonight. And when she comes back to see me, I'm going to reciprocate this right here.
Shut up.
Yes, I am. But look, talk to your spouse. Let them know how you feel about sex. Let them know how many times you think you can have it. Let them know what you like. If your spouse doesn't know what you like, it's probably not his fault or her fault. Tell them.
Yeah.
Tell them. You have to be honest with them. Don't talk to your girlfriend or your beautician or something more intimately than you do your spouse or your barber or people at work. My wife and I, we talk to each other.
Yeah.
The only other people we talk to about our intimacy may be the people we counsel with. Period. Because they will ask us, how's this? Oh, we're great. And it ain't no joke. Because if there's some issues, we're gonna say something.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't had issues for a long time.
No, we haven't had issues for a long time.
Long time. And I'm happy. And when you're happy in this, it keeps the devil at bay because there's so many things he can't send at you.
Yeah.
It's just some things he can't attack me with, and that had to come from me being delivered from some things, and me being strengthened in some things spiritually to be aware of, to see them coming as before they even get there.
Yeah.
So look, we just want to encourage you all.
Yes.
We talk about a subject that I really, really like.
As you can tell, because this is quite a lengthy video.
Yeah, we're sorry about that. Not really. Because we want to get our point across. So not sorry. So for the next video, we'll talk about this again, but we'll talk about it more in depth of, bringing those soul ties and stuff into a marriage and how they affect a marriage, how they affect you as an individual, how they are actually passed down by generations.
Yeah.
So please stay tuned. Man, we love you. We love coming to you. I love doing these videos because now every time I get a chance to see my wife, we're doing one. So we're high strung. You see us smiling. These smiles are not fake.
They are not.
I promise you, these smiles are not fake.
Nope.
And we want you to have the same joy and the same love in your spirit, the same love in your faith, the same love for your spouse,
the same excitement,
for marriage.
Yeah.
Tell you, marriage is not bad. People always say, man, I don't know if I can get married. Marriage is a bad thing. No, God made marriage, so I know it's good.
Yeah, it's what you make it.
It's what the 2 people that join that union make of marriage.
Absolutely.
So don't be afraid of marriage. Yep. But that's why it's so important to choose your spouse wisely.
Yes.
But look, we're going to a whole other subject. So look, we're going to play this little song for you all before we get out of here.
Yo.
Some of your old heads may know a little about this. Some of your new heads. Once again, for the Married Bedroom, married, peeping from the peripheral singles. All right, love you too.
Yes, we are blended and winning.
And so are you. My name is Joaquin Loper. This is my beautiful, beautiful wife, Stacy Loper, who called my boss, set me up, got me a day off. But I love it. That's intimacy.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
So now that I've spent 25 minutes on here talking to you all, yeah, I'm gonna go whisper in my wife's ear.
He's gonna go talk about sex with me.
Talk. We'll see you all later. We all blended and winning.
And
We
so
love
are
you.
you.
We're out. Peace.
Bye.
Love you.